Welcome to Wednesday. We'll take a look at a London short trade on NQ and the day ahead. We'll look at our bias. Let's get it. G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Jimmy Trades here. Thanks for joining me today. Taking a look here at the calendar. We do have the FOMC federal funds rate and FOMC statement at 2 p.m. today. We could anticipate some barcode, if you like, or maybe some sideways price action until the news drops today at 2. But you know, I'm just going to try and trade as normal. I won't be doing anything different. If I was trading PM session, I would definitely not be looking to trade the news or around the news. If I was in a position, I would definitely exit that position. So just be aware of the news. Remember guys to smash the like button, give us a comment, let us know how you're doing. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to start with taking a look at this trade from the London session that I took. And if we just go into replay, we'll see we topped out here. And what I was looking at, I'm just going to go back a touch further, was right here. So, okay. Right here. So, what do we have? We have this 30-minute candle here. We close back inside the range of the previous candle. We also then, on the 3-minute time frame, we have change in state of delivery. Got this closure through these up close candles here. So if we see this closure through that level of these up close candles, okay. So that's my confirmation. That's where I looked to get into the position, and I did market order in, and you'll see the executions pop up on the screen here. I just targeted 2R for this position, which was around down near the midnight open, which I do like. I like that we're sitting just above that because you generally find some sort of resistance or reaction to that level. And then we just played out the trade and away it went. I did at this point, it was in between sort of dinner and making dinner and having dinner. So I did at this point here, duck back to the computer and I moved to break even. So I just sat the stop above the highs here, and then I just let the trade do its thing from there on, and we can see that we hit our target. So nice little trade there during London. If you have any questions, want to know any more about my London strategy, feel free to drop a comment and I will be happy to respond. Rightio. That said, let's move out to the daily. Remembering guys to use your Jimmy Trades for Tradeify accounts and code Jimmy for Apex accounts. No sale at the moment over at Apex, but you will always get 50% off with code Jimmy. And there is 30% off at Tradeify right now. Okay, so here we go on the daily. Now, we have had a nice expansion so far, and we continue to expand off of this gap as well. There seems to be no ceiling at the moment for NQ. What I would suggest today, you know, we are at all-time highs. Anything's possible. I like that we've had this small, you know, wick to the downside that suggests expansion. You can see exactly that example from the previous 2 days with small wick expanded. All right, even as far back as Friday and Thursday of last week. So there's some really good examples there of that idea, that concept. So we are having a pullback at the moment, and essentially the London trade I took was trading against the trend. I'm not so worried about that as long as my rules are met. I don't use a bias for London. I just execute what I see on the chart. So look, at all-time highs at the moment, I would suggest we'll probably continue to move higher, unless of course we see some sort of reversal. I don't know why it's doing that. Let's go back again. Oh, that is strange. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I just had to reboot TradingView. It was just doing something random there. So we are moving lower here, but you know, are we a confirmed reversal yet? I'd like to see even just come a bit lower, sweep out this low into this bullish FEG, and then we can see price continue to move higher from there if we respect those levels. So that's what I'd be looking at for today for NQ. Let's push back out to the daily. It's going to be a similar idea for ES. All right. ES has swept previous day high as well, but we are seeing that expansion. Do we have a reversal yet? No, we don't have a confirmed reversal in my opinion. That would be if we closed below this level here. At the moment, we are pushing back out of this bullish FVG. So we'll see how price wants to play, but I'd remain bullish. Trend is your friend until the end of the trend. So I'm going to stay bullish for now. Over to CL now, and we saw that we sold off yesterday. We continued to move lower. We did tap into this volume imbalance, which is what we were looking for price to do. All right, so price has moved down to the level we anticipated. Now we have swept out previous day low. So just moving with some caution here, but I would continue to remain bearish as long as we continue to respect the equilibrium of the previous day. All right. Gold has found some legs today. And we've now moved up into this bearish FEG. So I'll be watching for price to react here. If we continue to push through this with no reaction, no reversal shown on the lower time frame, then you know we could continue to see gold push higher for a little bit at this stage. So we came down and we respected this bullish FEG perfectly, and we've managed to expand out of that level. I will remain bullish for today. We could just close back inside the range. Okay, we could just move back inside the range, but for now I'm going to remain bullish. There would be no signs of a reversal just yet. All right. Heading over to Dixie now. Clear that chart up. It's been a little messy, isn't it? So we came down into this gap. We didn't sweep out the low here, which I was looking for or anticipating. And we've sort of indecisive day yesterday. We've now swept out previous day high. Will be interesting to see what happens with the FOMC from this point. But we do have, if we can continue to expand higher, we've got some low resistance liquidity for price to reach for up here. That would be my general target. Or, you know, failing that, we sweep this low finally. For now, it's still a little bearish. You know, we weren't able to close back through this bearish FEG here. You can see that price has been unable to do that every time we've attacked this level. So this sort of area through here, every time we've attacked that, we haven't been able to close in or through that level. So to see that we're reacting from that level again lends to me that we might see price continue to shift lower. Euro, we've had a reaction off this level that we marked out yesterday. We can see that clearly there. Although we have swept previous day low and we're coming back up into the range. So we could see price, you know, move higher here. I'd be looking for previous day high now. And then if we have a look at pound, we've got the lows swept that we were targeting. Not quite the same reaction that the euro has had, so a little bit heavier, definitely the weaker of the pairs. could also see this low taken before we get that reversal. Let's jump over to Bitcoin. Didn't get what we're after yesterday, to be honest. I wanted to see price, move higher and close higher, but we didn't get that. We are inside this bullish FEG, and we have swept previous day low. So from there, I would like to see price respect the equilibrium here, which it looks like we're doing at the moment, of that FEG, and we'll see how price reacts. If we can get a push up, I'd like to see a close through the equilibrium of the previous day here. But this is our insight to order flow. This is our bearish sort of concept moving down from that Monday close. So we could still see further downside here. Ethereum, much the same. We're inside this bullish FEG. We did close below the equilibrium, and it looks like we're retesting that equilibrium. If we just run you can see that we closed through, we've come back up and tested that. We could see some more downside for Ethereum. We do have these failure swings here as well. So that's what I'll be looking at for Ethereum, guys. Hopefully we can get a nice pump after the FOMC. We'll see what happens. Until then, guys, trade safe. We'll see you in Trade Foundry. Link in the description. Bye for now.